Hello there. With this video we start our series of videos and of podcasts where we strive to bring topics which are relevant to psychological well-being, quality of life and mindfulness. And we hope that these initiatives can expand the idea of promoting both psychological well-being and mindfulness, not just its dissemination as an information, because it has already been fairly disseminated. It's information that's reachable for whoever wants to see it. And now it's time to offer more solid and precise information both to general public as well as opportunities for those who are directly involved in mindfulness, an opportunity to deepen knowledge about some of the principles of mental and physical health, as well as principles of mindfulness practice and its effects on human condition. We make a distinction in our videos and in our podcast. We make a difference between information and formation, and we have, let us say, a theoretical framework upon which we build this difference. Information is what you have about being informed about a theme. You know the basics of the issue, and you know more or less what goes on with it. But then you have formation, and that's a word we bring from Portuguese, formação, which is something that transcends, it exceeds a little bit the mere idea of information about a subject, but something that empowers us to use this information in our personal lives and in the lives of people who are around us. We work with the idea of that formation is a continuous process. Our information has, let's say, a cumulative aspect to it. I mean, you can know more or less about an issue, but then you have the formation where you are continually embodying and continually allowing those informations to modify your way of relating to the world, your way of relating to your own emotions, to your own history, and to your physical presence in the moment to moment. It goes beyond the idea of simply professing something by certifications and by courses. It's something about a continuous strive, a continuous quest for a better grasping of our personal experience in life. We also say that something else that is extremely relevant is to ask well, to ask the good question, almost equates to respond it. Now, this is very interesting because the word respond, and here we are using it deliberately close to Portuguese, resposta. I didn't say answer, I said a response. Because response comes straight from the Latin. It comes from reposita, reponere, which means to refund, but not in the market, not in the financial sense of it, but giving back, kind of throwing it back, like you can hit a volleyball and send it back to the opponent. Answering is about sending back, something we return back. Umberto Eco, the Italian semioticist, talks about Hermes, the god Hermes, and he says that Hermes's oracles were different to the oracles of other gods. Aphrodite, Apollo, Zeus himself, and all the rest of the pantheon you have in the Greek mythology. Because he would answer your question with another question. And usually the next question was tougher still, was even more tough than the first one. Like you'd ask Hermes, what am I supposed to do about my life? And Hermes would answer, what do you understand about, what do you call life? When you give you a tougher question as an answer. So we don't obviously mean to have tougher questions, but definitely a good response is by all means something that takes us to a larger scenario, especially when that inquiry is about our own existence and life. We can think that mindfulness in the pursuit of emotional, psychological well-being, we can think of mindfulness as a mode of indagation, of questioning. But it's not. Mindfulness is an answer, but it is not a cognitive response. We could say it's a noetic response. It is a bodily response. We can answer with our body and in a noetical way, not in a cognitive way. If we go just on the cognitive information path, then what we have is an imaginary contact and an imaginary contact with something, with an ideology, with an idea. And the world is filled with ideas. It's filled with narratives. It's filled with texts. It's filled with utterances that ultimately lead us to nowhere. From the point of view of our personal satisfaction, from the point of view of our subjective realization, it leads us to positively nothing. Mindfulness comes up as an answer. And in being an answer, a response, it won't answer your question, but it will be what comes out as a result of the question. That is the throwing back. That is the returning of the volleyball, if you like. So if these things motivate your personal quest, maybe this channel on the podcast will be of help. So please subscribe. Please give us your comments and share it with your friends and with the people you think would be interested in this. And that way we can further deepen our knowledge about psychological well-being, how to live a good life within a disordered and confounding environment which we live in. Thank you very much. I'll see you at the videos and the podcasts.